This is Ben Carson.
Oh, Ben Carson, yes. Ben Carson is a neurosurgeon. Isn't Rand Paul an eye doctor or ophthalmologist?
Yeah. Well, Rand Paul, I'm not sure what he is, but I know he's an MD. Rand Paul, he said that he opposed, he believes in the freedom of parents to make decisions about vaccines, which is good. But then he made a public decision to have somebody get a vaccine shot in public, and for me that was, I guess he's being political on the second aspect.
Well, you know what? That's a little too political for me. I try to stay away from politics. I'm suspicious of all of them. I don't trust anybody who's running for president or running for any political office, to be perfectly honest. There's so much that you have to do to get yourself on a ballot and to start to run. There's so many compromises you have to make and promises you got to make to people, and it's a dirty business, and I don't even like thinking about it or talking about it. So
but the reason I share is because it's good to know what goes on so we can pray and be aware of our surroundings. And I always relate it to the Word of God, to be aware and, to have our eyes open and know what we're fighting against.
That's the best way to be. That's the best way to be. Keep your eyes open, but don't get attached to any of the results. Rose, I got to move on. Do you want to say anything else?
May I mention something?
Sure.
We went to this restaurant in New York, and these halal restaurants, they have fresh meat and without toxics. Another thing I wanted to mention is, there's just a few. Sage is good for memory. I hear Dr. Daniels. He's in Republic. He's very good. If the audience was to hear what she said on Sundays.
Kayla Daniels? You're talking about Kayla Daniels?
No, I don't know her first name. Is Dr. Daniels. She's an MD, and she comes on Republic Broadcasting on Sundays. I hear Dr. What's his name? Dr. Parker Pathway. He's very good. He comes there too. And then above all things too, is your show. I always, high esteem. I wanted just to share this. What I wanted you to mention whenever you can about polio vaccines.
Okay.
And I wanted to share this. There was a lady the other day. She gave me a testimony how a mother's touch can make a difference. She said that she had a stroke. A mother who's 92 years old, I guess a few years ago, her daughter had a stroke. She came and took care of her daughter, and the daughter, with her care and faith, she was able to recover her speech and and the memory. So that's something so beautiful.
That is beautiful, and that shows you the power of things like love, the power of things like touch and attention. And thank you for sharing, Rose. Appreciate it. I got to move on. God bless you. Appreciate it. All right, let's go on to Kathy in Missouri. What's up, Kathy? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi.
Hi, Kathy.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you this morning, Kathy? How can we help you?
I need to figure out what I need to do on, they found I am a cancer survivor.
Okay, congratulations.
Breast cancer, and I'm going on 9 years.
Nice.
But I recently had some issues with my side, and we did some contrast.
With your thigh? What did you say, your thigh?
My side.
Oh, your side. Okay.
On my side. And they thought it was a gallbladder, but when we did a CT with the contrast, they found some lesions on my spleen, three of them, and one on my liver, and they were all benign. We do also the longevity beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Osteo Plus.
All right, let me give you some help, Kathy. Let me give you some help, okay? Because believe it or not, what's happening to your body is pretty generic. It happens to all our bodies when our bodies are in distress. This is so important. Now, if you've listened to this program, I'm going to say this. I'll probably tell you the same thing I tell everybody else, because our bodies break down generically. To us, when we have a health challenge or a health crisis, it seems personal, it seems unique. But in terms of how the body breaks down, it's generic. The body breaks down the same way. So once you start to have lesions that are appearing all over the body, what it really means is cells are going crazy. spleen cells or gallbladder cells or wherever there is in your body, it's the cells that are going crazy. And cells go crazy only for one reason. And by the way, cancer is the same thing. A cancer is not cancer, it's a cancer cell. And cells turn cancerous when they're stressed. Just like any other system, any other living system, when it's stressed beyond its capabilities of absorbing or utilizing that excess energy that's represented by the stress, it goes nuts. So once you start to have growths and lesions and cancers, what you're really looking at is a cell system or a group of cells that are distressed. They're freaked out, just like a baby is freaked out. Your cells are crying just like a baby would be crying if it was freaked out. Why do cells get freaked out? That's the only question we got to ask. Number one, lack of nutrition. Number two, lack of oxygen. And number three, accumulation of poisons. This is the only reason we get sick, Kathy, and everybody who's listening to this program right now. These are the only reasons chronic degenerative disease shows up. Not because of the organ or the tissue, not because of the gallbladder or the spleen. You go to the doctor, they'll take your organ out because they look at the organ or the tissue system. I'm telling you to look at the cell. It's the cells that are whacked out. When we have a chronic degenerative disease of the bone, it's the bone cell. Of the liver, it's the liver cell. If we got psoriasis, it's the skin cell. If we have heart disease, it's the heart cell. If we have any health challenge, we have a cellular health challenge. Why is this important? Because doctors can't help you at the level of a cell. They can only yank out a tissue or an organ or drug a tissue or an organ or irradiate it or do some kind of damage to it so they don't have to look at it anymore. At the cell level, the only thing that causes disease is starvation, suffocation, and toxification. The only thing that reverses it, Kathy, is feeding the cell, oxygenating the cell, and detoxifying the cell. How do you do it practically speaking? Number one, you focus on a good nutritional supplement program to make sure you're giving your body and the cells the 90 essential nutrients. That's where the Healthy Start Pack comes in, and all nutritional supplements really. And also good food. Secondly, oxygen. Make sure you're deep breathing slowly and throughout the day. 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night, and also throughout the day. And then thirdly, you got to make sure you cut off the stream of toxicity that enters into the blood through the digestive system, and that means focusing on problem foods and eliminating those, and then patching up the gut. Hang on, Kathy. I'll tell you what I mean about patching up the gut when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side.
As a parent, one of my greatest concerns is for the safety and well-being of my family. But no matter how concerned I am, it doesn't take the place of taking action and preparing for the unknown. I plan by having a GoFood savings account where I allocate a little money each month to have health store quality food delivered to my door at budget store prices. Although GoFoods are storable for 25 years, they are family mealtime favorites even today. My family asking to eat the food that we are storing lets me know that when we only have the food we stored to live on, that we won't have the added stress of eating unfamiliar or undesirable food. Buying GoFoods is investing in the future of my family. Convenient packages allow me to buy according to my budget, and I get free shipping on my monthly orders. To set up your GoFood savings account, call 800-648-9753 or on the web at www.storefoodnow.com. That's 800-648-9753.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. When the cleaners ruined some special clothing, all they could do was show us a sign that said they weren't responsible. But when they got the letter from one of our Legal Shield attorneys, he promptly gave us a check for $1,152. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Genesis is defined as an origin, creation, or the beginning. Genesis Communications Network began with the mission of providing you with the kind of compelling content you're listening to now. And at GCNlive.com, you'll find a free archive of our nation's history, narrated by GCN hosts, explored, shared, and passed down to future generations. GCN is the future of talk radio, but we should always strive to learn from our past. Together, we are GCNlive.com. GCN.
The Freeze Dry Guy presents freeze-dried turkey, freeze-dried ham, and the no-bake casserole unit February sale. Listen, if you trust the Freeze Dry Guy, as thousands have for their emergency food supply since 1970, don't wait to hear how great this deal is, because it's unlimited supply. Call 866-404-3663 and ask for our new turkey and ham unit. Normal retail price $359.94. Sale price $251.94. You save $108. And it's chock full of high-quality, great-tasting freeze-dried diced turkey and ham from Mountain House, the gold standard in long-term storage products. Or get the Freeze Dry Guy's no-bake casserole unit. 153 servings per case at normal retail price of $215.94. Sale price $172.75. You save $43.19. But supplies are limited, and we always pay shipping right to your door within the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 and make FreezeDryGuy.com a favorite and check for monthly specials. Don't miss the Freeze Dry Guy's February sale. Call 866-404-3663 or visit FreezeDryGuy.com.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. Kathy in Missouri. You there, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, number one, focus on making sure you're getting your all your Mighty 90 essential nutrients. You're already doing that, it sounds like. You may want to throw in a little extra vitamin C, which is very important for keeping cells growing correctly and for fighting cancer, preventing cancer. And that would be the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You're good there. Make sure you're practicing deep breathing, slow deep breathing, activating the healing nervous system, the parasympathetic relaxation nervous system. Sit on the couch in the morning, spend 2 or 3 minutes deep breathing, do it before you go to bed at night, and then all through the day as you remember to do it. Slowly in through the nose, slowly out through the nose, and slowly is the operative word there. And then the detoxification element is very important. If you have a history of cancer, chances are you're there's either toxins getting into your system, or you're having a problem detoxifying. And if you have a spleen issue, you very likely could have a liver issue as well. So you want to focus on detoxification. Number one, that means if you have any food problems or food allergens, food intolerances, if you notice that there's foods that cause you digestive distress, dairy, grains, eggs, peanuts, there's lots of foods that could do it. Those are foods that need to be eliminated. At your point, where you're at, in terms of your health, you have to have zero tolerance for any of these foods. And then also patching up the gut. There's lots of ways to do that. I love glutamine powder. That's one of my favorite ways to patch up the digestive system. Bone soup, any cartilage-containing products will do it. The Fucoidan Z and the Z Radical will do it as well. So make sure you're sipping on bone soup all day long. Make sure you're using your Z Radical as well. And then perhaps the most important element of the detox system, as well as the digestive system, is probiotics. If you're not using the Biolumin Nightly Essence, you should be. And then also you should be using fermented foods liberally. In fact, that should be the bulk of your diet. Between bone soup and fermented foods and also perhaps vegetable juices, that should form the bulk of your caloric intake. Let's see what I was going to tell you here. Biolumin Nightly Essence Fermented Foods. I was going to tell you to get the book, The Art of Fermentation. It's got lots of great recipes in there, and it's real easy to understand. It'll give you a good basic primer on how to use fermented foods to improve your health. So lots of things you could do there, Kathy. If you're not doing those, I highly recommend that you start right away. Deep breathing, in addition to your supplement program, and then all the detox strategies, focusing on digestive health, digestive system detoxification. If you want to do one more thing, get yourself some N-acetylcysteine, NAC. And you have to buy that at the health food store and take 200 or 300 milligrams of it a day. And it probably wouldn't hurt you to use something like bentonite clay or zeolite, both of which you can add to water, drink it once or twice a day, and it'll help suck up or absorb excess toxicity. And it sounds like that might be an issue for you. Thanks so much for your call, Kathy. I got a bunch of calls here that I want to get to, so I'm going to let you go. God bless you, and good luck with everything. All right, let's Bill in Alabama. Welcome to the bright side. What's up, buddy?
Good morning, Brightside Ben.
Good morning, Bill. What's cooking?
Well, a lady called me 2 or 3 nights ago. She has diabetes, and I have heard Dr. Watt say over and over again that it's a simple nutritional deficiency. Yes.
Well, it's not only a nutritional deficiency, although that is involved. It's a simple issue, though. It's a food issue.
Good.
It's so easy. Yeah, it's so